Did I just receive the best commuter e-bike for 2023? Let's find out. This is Velotric's commuter e-bike, and it's called the Discover 1. There is going to be a lot of firsts in this review. Number one, I've never reviewed a commuter e-bike, let alone one with thin tires. Number two, I've never reviewed a step-through, so I'm kind of excited how both of those are going to go today, so let's get into it. One of the things that makes this bike so amazing is that this step-through alone comes in 6 different colors. It comes in sky blue, India gray, silver, cyan, spring, and mango. They also have a step-over version of this bike, and it comes in 5 colors: mango, cyan, Indio gray, sand, and forest. If we looked at just that alone, I haven't seen any other bike manufacturer come out with so many different colors for their bikes. Now this step-through only weighs 63.5 pounds. The step-over weighs 65 pounds. Both bikes can handle a payload of 440 pounds. There are a lot of people that love the benefits of having a step-through model, especially those that are maybe older. If you have any kind of hip problems or whatever, it's just easier to just step through as opposed to stepping over. So I understand why these bikes are so popular. Plus, a step-through will accommodate somebody who's 5'1" all the way up to 6'4". Another thing that makes these bikes awesome is the value. You can get a step-through or a step-over for only $13.99. And some of the colors you can get a little bit cheaper than that. Either way, if you use my discount code in the bottom, you can save $60 on top of that. I feel like most of the commuter bikes that I've seen have like a smaller rear motor, like 250 watt or 350 watt. Well, this one, Velotric put in a 500 watt rear cadence motor. And a great thing about that, it has 65 Newton meters of torque. So this baby should get you down the road. It also has a Shimano 7-speed transmission with a Shimano Tourney derailleur. The tires on this bike are 26 by 2.5 inches, and it comes with puncture-resistant liners. It looks like it comes with a really great seat, and I like the fact that it has a quick release. I went ahead and went with the optional rear rack that holds up to 55 pounds. Now, Velotric is known for having some really amazing batteries for their bikes. This one's a 48 volt, 692 watt And the beautiful part about this battery is that it's UL certified. So they make sure that everything is taken care of. This is a Tesla grade battery. It's the best of the best that you're gonna get for e-bike batteries at this point. Even the battery charger they have for this is a high grade 3 amp battery charger that allows this bike to charge up within 5 to 6 hours. The bike comes with a full front suspension front fork, and it has 180 millimeters of play. The great part is you can lock it out on one side to keep it from moving, or you can adjust the other side to control how much play your shocks have. Another feature that I love about this bike is that this area right here is not chrome, it's black, so it all matches and it just looks great. I love the fact that this bike has hydraulic brakes. You know I'm a huge fan of hydraulic brakes. It also has 180 millimeters of brake rotors to ensure that you're gonna stop on time. The Discovery One also has an integrated headlight and an integrated taillight in the back fender that also serves as a brake light. Not only do you have great comfortable grips, but right here on the right-hand side is your throttle, your thumb throttle, and your gear shifter. You can see this is the display. This is what controls the display. You just hold down the power button here, the top one, and the display comes on, but also the rear tail light comes on as well. So you don't have to have the headlight on to have the rear tail light light up, and then it gets even brighter whenever you hit the brakes. To control your pedal assist levels, you have 2 buttons here, and it just goes through 1 through 5. And look at that, this bike has 0 miles on it, but you know we're about to change that. Are you going on a long ride and need to keep your phone charged up? Well, you're in luck, because underneath this display is a 5-volt USB port for your phone. The Discover One gets shipped to you as a Class 2 e-bike. That means this bike will go up to 20 miles an hour, and it does have 5 pedal assist levels. Now, if you do contact Velotric, you can unlock this to a Class 3, and they'll give you the directions on how to do it. And that'll take it up to about 25 miles an hour. But I'm gonna be testing this bike today as it came to me right out of the box. Velotric claims that the Discover One will go 65 miles in distance by using pedal assist, and 58 miles by just using the thumb throttle. Well, you guys know me. You know I'm gonna end up testing that out in a future video. Another thing that I love about Velotric's bikes is just the way they are designed. I mean, it has a lot of style, and they have clean lines throughout. Now, fenders are always important when it comes to traveling through the city, but I like the fact on how this rear tail light is integrated into the bike so that if you have something on the rack, it's not in the way. Like, you can put stuff down here, you can have panniers on it, and you'll still be able to see the tail light, and you hit the brakes, and it lights up. I think that's a great feature. The bike not only comes with supports for a rear rack, but it also has the supports for a front rack and a water bottle holder right underneath the seat, or you can put a lock there. You know what it's time for? It's time for me to take the Discover One out on the road and see how she performs. So let's go. One of the things that I noticed almost immediately with this bike is how it sits. I mean, I am sitting like upright to the point to where I feel like I am a proper gentleman just going down the street. These handlebars, I can tell that they don't stick out as wide as my other bikes because they just feel like my shoulders are in and the handlebars kind of come back a little bit farther, I feel. Just the whole posture and the situation and setup, it's not bad. It's definitely not what I'm used to, but it's kind of pleasant. I should be saying hello to everybody as I pass by them, tip my hat. It's just the feeling that this bike gives me. There's some ice right there. We're just gonna go around it. There we go. I mean, I have 1 mile on this bike, so I'm sure once I put some more miles on, I'm gonna feel a little bit more confident with this bike. We are going to do the no pedal assist test. This is where I'm gonna take off from a dead stop, just using the power of the bike and my legs to see how fast we can normally go on the Discover One. Have it down in gear 3. 0 pedal assist. This bike is easy to ride. This is not bad at all. 12 miles, almost 13 is what we're getting on pedal assist 0. It's very comfortable, I'm not gonna lie. Just moving right along. We're gonna start off in pedal assist 1. We are in gear 4. Ooh. All right, so the average speed here, 10 miles an hour, pedal assist 1. Very comfortable. One thing I like about these Velotric bikes is that they're always responsive, right? Like you don't have to pedal that far before they kick in. You don't have to, there doesn't feel like there's a delay in the throttle. All right, so actually we're doing 11 miles an hour in pedal assist. Hit my little bell. So we are in pedal assist 2. Moving on down. Really not that much difference. There's no need to, we're at 13 miles an hour. I'm still in gear 4. I feel no ghost pedaling or anything like that. We're going to kick it up a gear. There wasn't any ghost pedaling, but I feel like pedal assist 3 should probably be in higher gear to get it going. We were doing, well, we're going down a little hill, but we were doing about 14 miles an hour. Oh boy. Well, doesn't always work, folks. People don't always listen to bells. Pedal assist 3. 14 and a half. Not bad. Let's kick it up to 4. I'm just having a hard time. Okay, so here's one thing. Hitting these buttons with gloves on, not the easiest. Okay, I do need to kick it up in gear. Oh, yeah, gear 7. At pedal assist 4 feels right. And we're doing about 17 and a half miles an hour. Let's go ahead, put in pedal assist 5. All right, we're gonna big puddle here, so. Oh, but we got fenders. What am I worried about? All right, let's go. Pedal assist 5 should take us all the way up to the 20 mile an hour zone. And it did. I knew from having my Nomad 1 from Velotric that this Discover 1 would also just feel good. Quality-wise, you can tell it's solid. Man, that's what always makes you feel good. You always want to buy a bike that just feels solid. I understand why they say this bike will do 65 miles on pedal assist. These smaller tires just make this bike feel like it's just gliding along. Now you guys know I'm a big fat tire guy. I love the big fat tire bikes. But yeah, this takes a couple minutes to get used to, but we're good now. Now normally I put a mirror right here on the end of the handlebars, but because these swoop back, this would definitely need some kind of handlebar extender that, a review mirror extender that goes from here over to like that. I've been having fun on this bike and realized that I haven't done a true throttle only test. So right now I have it in pedal assist 1, and I'm wondering, is it going to take me all the way up to 20 miles an hour on pedal assist 1, or is it going to lock out at, per each pedal assist? And I can tell you right now that it locks out. As you can see, we're at 8.8 in pedal assist 1 with throttle only. Let's go ahead and kick it into pedal assist 2, and we are up to 11 miles an hour in pedal assist 2. Pedal assist 3, and we are at 14.3 in pedal assist 3. Pedal assist 4. A nice 16.9. Oh, 17.2. We'll take it. And then pedal assist 5. I can definitely see the benefit of the 500 watt rear cadence motor. The 65 Newton meters of torque every time you put it into a different pedal assist mode, and you're just using throttle or you're using pedal assist as well. You really feel it kick. And I don't know about you, but I like that. It's not that gradual. I mean, like, you will feel it. You definitely feel it each time you go into a mode. And I mean, with me, I like that. As I figured, the seat was going to be comfortable. Now we will see when we do the long range test on how comfortable it is, but it seems like it's going to be good to go. So this bike is for the streets, and this is probably about the most off-roading that I would do with this bike, only because of the way the handlebars are and the seating position of this bike. This is definitely the most aggressive riding I would do with this. Whew. One of the things you can't deny is how easy it is to get on and off of this bike. Because if I had a bunch of stuff that was packed back here, which I've had that before, then it's going to make it awfully hard for me to tilt this bike over. I mean, I have had issues getting my leg over before, so I definitely understand on why these step-through models are so popular. Now it is time for the brake test. We're going to use my super official, 100% accurate, scientifically proven way of doing things. No, it's not true. All right, so I always take my backpack off for this stuff too, just in case I end up wiping out. So let's get to 20 miles an hour, hit on the brakes, and see how quick we can stop. Whoa, this thing stopped incredibly quick. Here we go. Let's do it again, just to double check. But man, that felt great. That was amazing. Come on, 20. Woo! I'm extremely impressed with these brakes. Now let's head home and I'll give you my final thoughts. Now it took me 10 or 15 minutes to get used to the bike, but once I did, I started to have a lot of fun with it. I also found that it was extremely comfortable, and as you can see, it didn't take me long to get it dirty. I mean, it's pretty dirty, so it doesn't seem to be afraid to go through the mud. Now there is one thing that I would have liked to have seen this bike have: an 8-speed transmission instead of the 7 speeds. I just love an 8-speed transmission. So the question remains, is this the best commuter e-bike for 2023? Well, for this price range, absolutely. It absolutely is, in my opinion. And here's why. You get the hydraulic brakes, you get the bigger rotors, you get the long-lasting LG Tesla certified battery, you get 500-watt rear motor that has 65 Newton meters of torque when the others in this price range are smaller. Plus, you get the integrated headlight and tail light that even lights up brighter whenever you hit the brakes. You get a super comfortable ride. You get to step through or you can step over. But either way, this bike is super easy to ride. And I can tell that you'll be comfortable on a very long distance. So if that is something that you're looking for, the Discover One should definitely be at the top of your list. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that I can keep bringing you these reviews. To learn more about the Discover One, make sure you go ahead and click my link below, and that'll get you the most current pricing. I hope this review has helped you with your research and your purchasing decisions. I also did a review on Velotric's fat tire bike called the Nomad One. If you'd like to check that out, you can check it out right there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Until the next time I see you, enjoy the ride. Now I have to wash this thing.